Welcome and congratulations to the College of Music and Dramatic Arts class of 2020. My name is Todd Queen. I'm Dean of the College, and it is a pleasure to be joining you today virtually from my home. This certainly is not anything that we expected. None of us expected to be here today, but like any story, the twists and the turns make things more interesting. And I hope that we can make things interesting today. I'd also encourage you to remember that it's not your circumstances that define you, but it's how you adapt to those circumstances that will ultimately define your success in life. So today, for a few words of inspiration, we look to the literary classic that has become a bit of a spring tradition, Dr. Seuss, and Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know where you go. And you are the guy who decide where you go. So folks, here the author starts by expanding your horizons and teaching you the great principle of choice. Viktor Frankl taught us that between stimulus and response, there is the freedom to choose. It is a great principle that we have to learn over and over again, that we get to choose our response to the circumstances around us. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. Graduates, remember that sometimes the best roads are the ones less traveled, and some roads should not be traveled at all. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. You'll start happening too. Here, Dr. Seuss helps us to understand that life's choices can mold us, change us, and transform us. Sometimes we just need to go with the flow. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. Here we are taught that life won't always be pleasant, and we will all have our challenges. Remember the story of the wise man and the foolish man. Wise man built his house upon a rock. Foolish man built his house upon sand. But in both versions of the story, the rains came tumbling down. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and then chances are you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across a weirdly wild space. Headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Oh, here the author describes a gruesome scene where decisions aren't made and life is in limbo. But no, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll be playing against you. I hear the author warns us not to be our own worst enemy. Sometimes the blocks we put in front of ourselves are blocks that we create on our own. That could be especially true of us as artists. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go through the hack and crack howls. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixie or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. We wish we could be with you. We love you. We're proud of you. And we're going to need you these next few months to help solve some of these challenges that we're facing. I hope you're ready. Now turn your attention to Tiger Stadium, follow the link provided, and you'll see your name up on the big board. Congratulations, graduates of the College of Music and Dramatic Arts, Spring 2020.